We have on the phone the CEO of Bucky Balls, a guy from New York named Craig Zucker. Mr. Zucker, welcome to the program. Great to have you here.
Thanks a lot, Rush.
You have had your product banned.
We've had the Consumer Product Safety Commission has begun a process to ban our product and magnets in general. It has not been banned yet.
Okay, not yet. But
yet. You're
on the way, and you're on the road. What's the problem they've got first with magnets, and then we'll get to yours. What's their problem with magnets?
I guess over the past couple of years, they've seen a couple of children who have gotten their hands on an adult product. They've ingested the product. There's been 12 children over the past 3 years have ingested our product out of 2.5 million units sold. And the Consumer Product Safety Commission believes that now all magnets should be taken off the market. They should be banned and recalled due to these 12 incidents. Even
refrigerator magnets that remind people to shut the door and stuff like that?
Not those kinds. The products that they're looking at are more of products like Bucky Balls and Bucky Cubes. They're office relieving stress.
How big is a Bucky Ball?
They're about 5 millimeters. Each one's about the size of a BB. And they come in packs of 125 or 216.
Right.
And they're marketed and sold as adult stress relievers, desk toys, things to build, create structures out of, and have been sold to adults for nearly 3 years now. They've become probably one of the best-selling adult gift product in the industry, in the specialty gift industry, the past 3 years.
And because of a minuscule percentage of children misusing the product, now they want to ban the whole thing.
The incident rate compared to other products is extremely low. I mean, you take products like balloons or 5-gallon buckets or adult-size ATVs where hundreds of kids are sent to the hospital per year, and there's multiple deaths. And the Consumer Product Safety Commission, the remedy for that is warnings. But when it comes to an adult product marketed and sold to adults, they now say that warnings, which is the basis for most of the regulation of what they do out there, warnings don't work anymore.
Were you breastfed or did you drink formula?
I was given formula.
Formula. Well, they might have found that out.
They might have.
I was popping some popcorn over the weekend for to watch the Olympics. And the kind of popcorn I have, it's Orville Redenbacher, and it comes with the coconut oil and popcorn all in one package in 2 separate compartments. So I'm looking for an expiration date, just for the fun of it, and I see on the back of the package there is this warning that suggests popcorn is dangerous to let kids eat because the kernels and the partial popped kernels could end up choking them to death.
Right.
Now, I know this is a liability thing. They put that on there just to protect themselves in case some accident happens. But how's anybody supposed to stay in business in this country? Accidents happen. You talked about balloons. They tried to ban these things once because birds were eating them. After they'd send balloons up and they'd lose their buoyancy, come back, and birds would find the used balloons on the ground. I remember the environmentalists were all upset about that. But how are people like you supposed to stay in business, Craig?
Look, I think product safety, it's a partnership between three different organizations. It's the government, the CPSC, it's manufacturers, industry, and it's consumers. And all three have to do their part to keep businesses and to keep children safe and to keep us in business. The government has to create rules and regulations that are reasonable. Manufacturers like us have to follow those, and we have to educate consumers. But it is the responsibility of consumers as well to follow the regulations that we give them and to be educated on the products that they're purchasing, especially when it comes to having children in the house.
Well, you refer to your product, Bucky Balls, as a toy, but I remember as a kid when I first discovered magnets, they fascinated me. What you can do.
They've been around for thousands of years.
Well, of course, they're natural. You can't take magnetism out of physics.
They're used in all sorts of applications. And by the way, we don't say toy, we say adult desk toy. And so there's a context here when we talk about the product. And the product is, if you just take a look, warnings are on the packaging in 5 places. That's 5 times more places than a pack of cigarettes. We have it on the instructions the packaging in 4 different places. You can't miss the warnings. You can't miss the display.
Yeah, but see,
the warnings.
The mistake you're making is you're not factoring the education system, and that's how many people can't read.
Well, I don't know about that, but we created a lot of awareness.
Well, you're doing everything you have to do. The reason I like this, well, I don't like it, but I mean, it's illustrative of what this government is doing to small businesses.
It's hard. We've built this company from scratch. We were a two-man operation. We have exceeded every possible expectation a U.S. entrepreneur could have, and it does feel un-American. It does feel that us being put out of business, and what to tell my employees and my sales reps and my retailers that count on this product to pay their rent. It's hard to know what to tell them. But it doesn't feel like the American way. And
how long did you say you've been in business?
We've been in business 3 years.
3 years. So you're just now revving up.
We have been revved up since day one. I mean, we've had a trajectory that's been just astronomical. We showed up to our first trade show, and we were probably the most popular product there.
No. You didn't build that. You didn't.
Well,
is your business on a road?
If you got a business, you didn't build that. Somebody else made that happen.
I'll tell you what, we built it. Me and a partner with $2,000 in an apartment in New York built it, and it's getting slowly disassembled by the Consumer Product Safety Commission, piece by piece. It's death by 1,000 cuts is what they've done to us. They've gone to a retail chain. They've put out press releases even before serving us. They've ignored our letters asking for how they determined the product was defective, and yet still went to retailers and basically destroyed our wholesale channel within a week. They've put out false information to the press saying it's banned, although it hasn't been banned.
What do you think is really motivating them, Craig?
It's a good question, Rush. It could be politically driven. It's an election season. There's certainly...
Yeah, but Bucky Balls doesn't have a political identity. And I'm not going to ask you, who you donate to, but they can find out. But, I mean, there's no political identity to your product.
No, not at all.
They're crucifying you.
They are not crucifying us. They are destroying... They're putting a U.S. business out of business as we speak. And it's been frustrating. But I'll tell you one thing. The support of people online and people like your listeners and people that are all over the Internet have given us, we've done more sales through our website than we could have possibly done through all the retailers that CPSC shut down last week in the course of 4 days. The individual consumer online coming to rally to support us, and to the absurdity of what's happening at CPSC and the support that we're given is going to end up keeping this business thriving and alive. And we're going to fight this, and we're going to fight CPSC, and we're going to go to court, and we're going to beat them in litigation, and that's what we're kind of building up our business to do right now.
Well, it's great you're going to do that. It's a shame you have to.
Can I give my website address?
Sure, by all means. I think it's fabulous you've got so much public support on this.
Thanks. So there's two places. GetBuckyballs.com is where we have all of our products. But there's a great campaign that's SaveOurBalls.net.
I love SaveOurBalls.net. Good. Yeah.
There's a great video there that explains what's happening. There's a lot of information, and again, any support we can get helps. Facebook, Twitter, call CPSC, call Chairwoman Inez Tenenbaum. Let your voice be heard. I mean, it's.
Craig, I looked at this. I could be wrong on this, but I don't think so. I mean, I think you're being singled out because being sued the way you are being sued, this particular legal tactic.
By the way,
I think it's only been used once before.
It's been
in the past 10 years.
Twice, and the last time was 11 years ago.
That's right. Yeah. Okay.
So and the CPSC lost both of those cases in an administrative complaint in front of an administrative law judge. So it's not a tactic they like. 99.9% of companies, when they're told to recall a product, do it. CPSC is not used to somebody saying no, and they're not used to people standing up to their bullying and intimidation tactics, and it's what we're doing. And so, again, any support we can get is great. Thanks for talking about us today. Thanks for taking the call.
Well, I'm glad you called. Yeah. Well, all the best. God bless. I'm ecstatic to hear you've got such a loud and boisterous public response to what's happening to you.